Xander Swihart, Xanderswihart.
And your position in class for Homestead?
Defensive end in 2024.
Okay. So as a defensive lineman, tell me a little bit about the defensive side of the football. Who are some of the guys that are going to step into big roles for you guys? Defense wins championships, so you got to be good on that side of the football, right?
Of course, Cruz. He's my best friend, so I'm a little biased here. But he's really looked good in the offseason. He brings it every time. He really hits hard.
For you guys, what's the offseason been like? What have you liked about this group as you've gone through conditioning, weightlifting, all that kind of stuff?
Our new weightlifting program, of course, the new weight room. The new weight program, it's to failure every day. You know what I mean? You're getting out of the weight room, you can barely walk, can't breathe, but you still find time, of course, to have some fun with your teammates. So.
As far as this team goes, what did you guys learn? What was the lesson from last season, or what's your biggest takeaway that you can apply this time? That you can apply this season to take it a step further on a Friday?
Mentality. Last year, I just felt like we didn't want it as bad as we did this year. Lots of us were stopping short in plays, not going all the way through the line. So this year it's going to be different, of course.
When you take a look at the SAC, man, there are no easy wins on Friday. So how do you go about taking Homestead back to the level where you're competing for the SAC championship year in and year out?
Of course, the new weight room program, but there's not an easy way to do it. You got to start young, and you just got to rebuild it young, of course. Our team's pretty young. Our other defensive end, Caleb Evans, he's a year younger than me. He's way better than me too. But that's just how we have to do it. We have to rebuild fresh. So.
What are you most looking forward to?
Carmel, week 1.
Mason Abuhalka, Mason Abouhalkah.
And your position in your class for Homestead?
Linebacker, 2024.
Okay. Tell me about this defense, man. As they say, defense wins championships. What stands out to you about the D? Who are some of the guys that are going to play big roles for you?
I think on our defense, we got a lot of energy, a lot of grit. Everyone wants it. We're all flying to the ball. And, yeah, we got a lot of younger guys, Caleb. He's got a lot of energy. He's, always in the backfield, and he puts a lot of work in the offseason. And then we got, returning guys like Wyatt Little. He's our safety, and he's a good athlete, and he's always making plays. So,
when you take a look at last season, what's the biggest takeaway or what's the biggest lesson you learned that you can apply this season to have an even better year for this Homestead Ball Club?
I would say probably I think we need to play tougher, because last year I feel like we were a little soft sometimes, and I think we got to play better as a team. So this year I feel like we got a lot of chemistry, and a lot of guys will work good together, and we're gonna play tough throughout the whistle.
For you guys, what's the off season been like? Obviously you've been together lifting, conditioning, all that good stuff.
We've had a lot of lifting. The second our season was over, we got 1 week break and we were right into lifting. So all year we were lifting, and then summer starts and we have SAS in the morning and then practice after at 6. So we had a lot of work and a lot of practices.
For you guys, when you guys roll out the balls, July 31st, about a week and a half is the first practice. What's priority number 1, you think, for this Homestead team to get ready for the season?
I think figuring out how to work good as a team, because I feel like we could be great if we play together, and obviously we got a lot of young guys, so we haven't played a lot together. We just gotta start practicing more and more, and figuring out how we all play together and stuff.
Well, honestly, we asked more of them this off season, and give us more time and put more time in the weight room, and they all bought in, and that has paid off. I think physically this group has elevated their level of strength and their agility and their speed and all the things we've asked them to do, they've done. So I'm really pleased with where they're at from the off season.
Obviously, graduation hits everybody. Who are some of the guys that are going to step into bigger roles for the Spartans this year? Obviously, you're looking for a new quarterback as well, but return some talented players as well.
Yeah, we got a battle at a lot of positions, and that's healthy. We're going to be young, but like I said, I really like how some of these young kids are stepping up. And those two are on offensive line. Kale Swagger will be on the edge again. We got Nathan Bardwell on an edge, so some return, and Fox is back. So. We've got some kids back with some talent, and we got some kids that had some playing time last year but didn't all start all the games. But and on defense, we're going to be young again. But again, some kids have stepped up and really surprised us in the off season, and we're looking forward to it.
For you, for the guys that are coming back, what do you think the biggest takeaway from last season would be? What's the biggest lesson they learned that they can use this time to take things further on a Friday night?
Well, I hope that all the little things in a game matter. We lost some close games we could have won, I should say, and so I hope those things stick. And that's kind of been the emphasis, and do all the little things right, do the extra rep to make sure you're giving excellent time, not just spending your time but investing it. Those types of things are what we've been preaching all off season, and they bought in. So hopefully that'll translate to more attention to detail, and in those tight games the margin of error is small, so those little things matter.
What are you most looking forward to about this season? As we were talking, this is over 20 years for you leading this Homestead Ball Club. What are you most looking forward to?
I love practicing with this group, or all my coaches and my kids, and just that atmosphere, and the Friday nights are fun. And that's the best part about football, is getting to watch these guys prepare for a game and then go out and perform. It's like a test every week, and so I've always enjoyed that.